Hello, welcome to Garden of Wisdom channel. I hope you enjoy. Please click subscribe for more updates. Our subject today is
life has so much to offer. Sometimes dark, and sometimes light, but always everything rolled into one. Life doesn't discriminate or judge, or dole out good things to certain people for any right or wrong reasons. Life isn't fair and it isn't unfair. Life simply is, and that's an all-encompassing truth that I've certainly learned over the past few years. I've learned a lot of beautiful things, one being that the beautiful things sometimes come from the darker times. We don't have to wait for a big life event to occur before we're willing to take a closer look at how we're living. Perhaps if we asked for guidance along the way, it would come to us. I believe that if we pay close attention to what truly matters in life, life would more vividly emulate those meaningful qualities. Here are 10 life truths that highlight the positive aspects of being a human being, and being alive right now. We will not change the world we see until we change the way we see the world. The world is a screen on which we project our thoughts. Change the movie we're playing, and the projection aligns with our vision. When you've risen above the darkness of the world, you let your mind be bathed in the light that's there, and then you can bring heaven down to earth, in whatever ways make sense for you. What matters is your capacity to overcome darkness and bring in light. When you're in the mindset of chasing life, believing that the light will come when you get somewhere, you're not celebrating this moment, you're not honoring the path when you're chasing the end of the path. The past hurts and the future anxieties fade when you find a joyful presence here, in this moment. All is well, in this moment, when you honor it by coming alive in it. The end is inherent in the means, which means we must bring peace along the way if we hope to find it at the end of the journey. What matters is this moment. This moment really is your life. You will live in freedom when you know that other people cannot disrupt your inner landscape without your permission, and they can't control your state of mind. You're only limited to wherever your mindset is. And that's good news because it means you're powerful enough to change the way you experience your experiences, which is everything. What matters is your mindset, for it holds the power to alter any experience. Even if it's just sitting in silence, drinking a cup of tea and looking out the window, be with you, for a moment. Don't avoid yourself. Don't reject your own company, just sit with yourself, and forget about needing to be anyone nor anything else. Forget about who you've been nor who you might be. Practicing stillness is a nurturing vitamin, even if your practice consists of a few deep breaths. What matters is that you spend quality time in your own company, because the relationship you have with yourself, with your truest self, has an influence on everyone and everything. Though our expectations tend to create more resistance and struggle, there is a cure and it's called gratitude. We can't control a lot of things in life, but we can control how grateful we're willing to get. What we perceive as missing from life suddenly become irrelevant when we're so keenly aware of how grateful we are for what we've been given. Through appreciation, we invite miracles, instead of misery, to fill the space. What matters is that you keep gratitude alive, because it feeds happiness and it makes life so much richer to live. Sometimes, we need less to recognize that happiness is a source of light summoned from within. When we're frugal, we can focus on appreciating what we have. When we let go of the need to grab hold of more in life, We can bask in the beauty of just being alive. More stuff doesn't add up to happiness. The material world cannot supply us with the true riches that are unearthed in the fertile soil of the soul. What matters is that you continue to recognize your own capacity for bringing joy into the world. Beauty shines through the face when there's a light turned on in the heart. That light is always there, but sometimes it's not bright enough to see on the outside. So it's a practice to see the light, beauty in others when it's tempting to judge them by their appearance. There's more to every person you've ever met than what you saw on the outside. What matters is that, in tempting moments of judgment, we ought to see with the heart instead of relying on our physical sight to reveal life's beauty. We will not live forever in these bodies, and that's a given. There is something we can change, though, and that's how deeply we experience life on a moment-to-moment basis. We might live on autopilot sometimes, but when we get conscious of our opportunities to go deeper into life, when we are focused and present, aware and grateful, accepting and in the flow, life opens up in big ways. What matters is that you pay more attention to how broad this moment can be. If we touch the self-proclaimed guilty with the hands of forgiveness, we'll watch the chains fall away. Forgiveness is really about your relationship with yourself, and how peacefully you're willing to live inside. To the extent that you withdraw your attachment to what someone else did, you will no longer be affected by what they did. The same notion can be applied not only to people, but to life events. What matters is your relationship with yourself, how you consciously choose to live within yourself, and knowing that your connection to either suffering or forgiveness will paint your reality. What a relief to know that the opinions of others have more to do with them than with you. We are each granted our own perceptions, and those perceptions can be rigid or flexible, but that's up to us and for no one else to decide. Remember, your mindset is your power. It's not your task to change someone's mind, only your own. Just be good to yourself. It's one way of contributing to the highest good of all.